Hi Gemini, welcome to this is your reading for the month of January 2024. And let me just start by saying, by wishing you everything of the best for the year ahead. So this is the reading for the rest of the month. So you have the Ace of Swords, it's in reverse, but I tend to like the aces in reverse because so this can, and look at the Magician beneath that and the Tower. I feel this is very powerful energy. 111. I see the Tower as a 1, like a new beginning of something. And when I see this Ace of Swords in reverse, it's like you declaring something and putting something, casting something in stone. Wow, intriguing. At the center, you have the High Priestess. It's you listening to your intuition, listening to your inner wisdom and being guided on something. The thing about the High Priestess is that we listen, and the High Priestess shows us something, the secret, when we are ready for it. So there might be a secret that you are ready to hear, Gemini, which is very powerful, I think. Very powerful. This is a powerful reading. You also have the card of Scorpio, who I've just read for, around you, which could suggest that you're dealing with the Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, and the other thing I noticed, you have 3 kings. So this is possibly you engaging somehow with the divine masculine in your energy. But let's see, it could be, let's see. What you need to look out for is this King of Wands, second guessing yourself, maybe even telling yourself stuff along the lines of not being worthy. And you know, you're an air sign. This might not even be obvious to you because it's so deeply hidden, right? But think about it, try to unpack where you might stop yourself from doing something and look at the underlying cause, or interrogate the possibility that it might be you thinking that you're not worthy or feeling that you're not worthy. Watch this energy, Gemini. And here you are taking leaps of faith, jumping when spirit guides you, your inner wisdom guides you, and being willing to do that. That's what's working for you. You are showing up as the King of Swords. There's you standing in your masculine energy. I was chatting with a friend of mine saying that we were talking about the divine feminine, like moving towards embodying the divine feminine in the sense of believing in our worthiness. And maybe, I think a thought behind that for me was, maybe we need our own inner divine masculines to bring that into being. So maybe, you know, with the King of Swords, it's you showing up in your divine masculine as an air sign. It's standing firm in your beliefs. It's speaking up for yourself. It's using wisdom. It's a beautiful combination, I think, with this intuition and heart and mind. But we'll see as we get clarifies what it could relate to, or maybe we won't. This is you standing up for yourself. This is you showing up as the King of Cups. So there's a King of Wands, not believing, like maybe questioning your worth. The King of Swords cutting that shit out, and maybe it's in sorry, excuse me. Look at the throat chakra, speaking up for something, speaking up about something, maybe even writing about something. And it could also be like confronting this through writing, and using your sword to cut that shit out. And moving towards a more loving energy towards yourself, and trusting in your ability to love and be loved. And you know, from knowing Geminis, I have lots of Geminis in my life, and I have Gemini somewhere, my moon, in the Western zodiac. So this is Geminis can be protective of their hearts, and we must all be that. But I think this is a guidance that you can, and maybe you are doing this already, Gemini, opening your heart more because you have learned that when it's time to put up your boundaries, you know how to, and so you can love more freely. I think that's beautiful. And beneath the deck, you have the Eight of Swords. I really do feel that this Eight of Swords is related to this King of Wands and the High Priest. You know, there might be confronting of some kind of institutional belief, but mindset about your worth, dear hearts. And with the High Priestess, there's this lovely new beginning. I really feel you're going to get, or you have been given clarity on something. You are following divine guidance on something, or will be soon. And the Fool and the Knight of Wands. It is possible straddling two divides, and you can do that. This is taking a leap of faith and taking this wand, this thing that's on offer, and making something out of it, moving forward with that offer. Something that's filled with passion. Could even be love, Gemini. So you are, I feel like the month ahead is about you unpacking or releasing something that long-held maybe belief around your worth that has actually tied you up. And there's with the King of Swords, yes, and this is echoing that. It's you, you know, the Seven of Swords can be, I feel it's you being your own worst enemy. How are you doing that? But you are actually cutting through that, right? You are cutting through that in the month ahead. Through writing, through being open to these. If you have two aces, two powerful aces. Wow, look at that. That's 11-11. We spoke about 11-11 as well. I think that something powerful is going on for you. Look at me, itchy. Maybe you are itching to, maybe that's what this is working for you, is itching to dive into something. And you can do two things at one time. It's fine. Even if you're on one path, you are being guided to jump here. It could be two things, but it could be you jumping and taking this wand and moving forward swiftly on something, or with self-belief on something. And you know, here's something, the Knight of Wands, because they are younger, they are not beset by notions of good and bad, or their own notions about themselves, but also they are more willing to learn, whereas the king is determined, knows everything, and this is the knight being willing to learn as they go on this path. I have no idea what that path is, but some divine inner guidance that's giving you a new beginning. And then with this is you. I feel like for once and for all, cutting through something that has really bogged you down, Gemini. Some thought. It could be a person, but I feel it's a thought, an idea about your worth, and it's based on some institutional mindset that has told you you can't do this and you can do this. You know, the magician is using all the all different, drawing on all the elements. They have the fire, air, water, and the earth. You know, and making something a reality. You've had some powerful readings, Gemini. Did I not put, oh, it's the Empress. Okay, and then with death, wow, maybe this is, this self-worth concept is related to your divine feminine, something you've said about the divine feminine and how the divine feminine should show up or is showing up, or something about the feminine aspect of you. And for others, and maybe also like it could be a joint message, because I really think that there's something here about this thing that has stifled you. I think that's a beautiful, deep thing that you can work on. But it could also be an offer that comes in, maybe from a Taurus, or maybe, from someone who's bringing in a sense of abundance and joy and, worthiness. So interesting. And then with your advice, with the Seven of Wands, which is about standing up for yourself, to yourself, I feel, to yourself. Yeah. And the Queen of Swords. So this is like, wow, there's a strong, maybe a partner coming in. The Queen and King of Swords, like divine pairing. But I feel like it's also about, let me just think about this. Gemini, I feel like, wow, and even as I said your name, Gemini, what came into my head or heart or whatever is what Gemini is about. It's about that pairing of the divine masculine and feminine, and I feel that's a strong message for you, is trusting yourself, and here's the balance card, to flow, to know that you have this energy when you need it and have this energy when you need it. And I would say this is the more gentle of the two. This one comes forward with honesty, with clarity, but with a gentleness. But there are times when you need to say, hey, and trusting yourself that you can do that. But I also, and also this idea of cutting that stuff out. In fact, it's also being able to cut out when you have those thoughts that say that you are not worthy, that judge the divine feminine within you, that you are able to see them and cut them out. Gosh, and here's the thing about balance. But also, there was something that when I felt that there was these two in harmony, being the King of Cups. And maybe that's your big thing, is the emotional protection of your heart, being willing to be open because you've learned how to protect yourself emotionally. And Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. It's very air. It's very you. And I think that the Geminis who follow me, your mind wants to work through things, and you get that this is not about answers, but about us working through stuff, and maybe surfacing those things, those intriguing things that you could work through. And I think your reading is very intriguing, Gemini. And I send you lots of love and all the best wishes for the year ahead. Bye.